Hello Gun World, this is the Bucket coming at you today with my FN 509 Tactical. This striker fired gun comes with a 4.5 inch barrel. It weighs in at 27.9 ounces. Its overall length is 7.9 inches long. Its height is 5.75 inches and it's 1.35 inches in the width. This comes with 17 round capacity and its standard flush fit magazine. This tactical pistol comes with a suppressor height sights and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This tactical option comes with this cool bag, and in the bag on the packages that they're selling now, you end up getting a lot of goodies for like an extra back strap, smaller one, some plates to mount different red dots. This one came with a Vortex Viper red dot. I don't have it installed right now, but here she be. Came with the battery for that. Since this is designed to have a suppressor, cool little add-on that it comes with is the recoil spring, so the gun will still run when it has a suppressor. Cool little extra that you get with the gun. It comes with one 17 round mag and one big old fatty 24 round mag. That's what you get in the package when you buy one of these brand new. Now this is for the full size one. They have actually started making one that is a subcompact size, which is kind of cool. This is the one that I've got. They come with this, or what I like to call baby poop FDE brown. Not necessarily my favorite. I love FN. I loved the FN high power. I loved my FN 1900, my FN 1922, the FN 1905-6. I love FNs. And I actually ran a 509. I had gotten it a few years back before I had gotten kind of better at shooting, and I wasn't very successful with it, but I still loved FN. So when I had an opportunity to pick this one up, I was really excited by it. So this gun was originally designed to compete for the new handgun trials for the U.S. military. It ended up not winning the contract. Obviously, the SIG 320 ended up getting the contract. So they knew they had a good gun and decided to bring it to market. So the FN 509 is a classic gun, but they came up with this tactical option, which came with a cool bag, came with the suppressor sights. One of the cool things is for the threaded barrel adapter, they ended up putting a ball bearing in it so it will not fall off when you're shooting, which is kind of a cool additional thing that they have. So a lot of neat little extra features that come with this gun. It feels absolutely great in the hand, easy to manipulate. One of the cool things that they did is they put these wings to protect the rear sight and also allow you to do some tactical manipulation of the slide, which I think is really, really cool. So it's pretty nice. And just so you know, when you take off the optic plate, these tabs actually just go to the side of your rear sight. So when you decide to mount a red dot on it, the sights still are present, which is a really nice feature of this gun. What you'll hear a lot of people say is the trigger is kind of gritty and it's kind of heavy. And I would agree with that. But when I got it to the range, you know, it just did not affect me shooting. I was hitting ring and steel from 20-25 yards. I was very, very accurate with the gun. I will tell you that if you're used to regular height sights, suppressor sights, it's a little bit of a different animal. If you're willing to put forth the time, you're going to end up figuring it out really well, but it does take some time. So if you're thinking about that, just know that there may be a little bit of a learning curve. Also, when they did it, they have a combat sight picture. So actually the front sight actually holds a little high on this rear sight, which is not the way that I regularly aim a gun. So when I was shooting low, and you will see that I was shooting low and I was shooting a little left, which made me wonder, hey, maybe I'm just anticipating a little bit. And come to find out that the front sight had been bumped by whoever owned this beforehand, because when I ended up aiming off to the right a little bit, it held really, really tight. And then when I started using that combat sight picture, I ended up being much, much more accurate with it. This is a little bit of a shorter gun, and it's kind of that Glock 19X style, which if I'm holding a full-size gun, I kind of want that extra sight picture. But for those of you that will like this particular type of setup, you know, it's really, really ideal. And like I said, I was very, very accurate, you know, very, very quickly outside of the box. The ergonomics, like I said, are great. The slide serrations are really easy to use, front and rear. Like I said, the trigger, if you're going to dry fire in the store, probably is going to not feel great for you. But it really is great at the range. The texturing on the grip is not, you know, when you first feel it, you're like, man, that's pretty aggressive. But when you really think about your hold, it's not bad at all. And I put probably 75 rounds through it and did not feel that was too aggressive at all. So I think it's a great option. And these are starting to come down in price a little bit. You know, I think they put the Vortex Viper red dot on there because it's not shake and wake, and those are becoming pretty affordable. So I think they got a good deal. You'll see them already mounted when you get a lot of these guns, and I think these are selling for $850, which for a 24 round mag, 17 round mag, suppressor threaded barrel, suppressor height sights with a quality red dot, and you know, you get the tactical bag with the different recoil spring that you can use if you're going to run a suppressor. That's a really, really good bargain. That's really nice. They're starting to make these in a subcompact version with the optic as well. I think that's a little silly. I've never really understood the idea of subcompact gun with a threaded barrel. Now, if you like that, that's great. I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat. But I just think it's a cool gun and at a very reasonable rate. And FN is an amazing company. This is the European manufacturer of handguns for 40 or 50 years. This was, you know, kind of the creme de la creme. So I think if you know, see one of these, I think you'd be really happy to have it in your collection. So I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. All of the likes, the subscriptions, the comments are really, really appreciated. And as always, you stay classy.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.